Hello, welcome to Wednesday pre-market observation. It's July 19th, 2023. Let me go onto YouTube real quick to make sure everything is up and running properly. A necessary task because if I don't, seem like every time I skip this step, things didn't work properly. So we gotta go through the task of double checking, triple checking that the stream is working properly. And it is up and running. Okay, so we're good to go. Well, I'm good to go. All right. I just have DGX here, but nothing to talk about. Okay, I still have some. I trim, but right now, nothing to do. Not add, not selling. Same thing with LH. Okay, if you have either one, well, same thing. Okay, don't look at this big gap down as some kind of bad thing because there was a spin off of LH. So if you have LH, I wouldn't be adding or selling either. All right, real quick, right off the bat, ELV. Okay, what I did this morning was I trim on the pop. Okay, uh, it is an easy decision to trim, and you should. Okay, you should. It is okay. That's where did I think the move could be over. All right, so I would say right here. You see this 467 right here, 468. That would be the 90% exit area for me. I don't have a lot of share, but it's still going to be a nice gain. Okay, um, I usually play put spread, and I did get hurt on this move here, which I recoup a little bit, but still, the winning in the share should balance out the pain there. But to me, if you want to trim, I would say yes. My order to trim, let me see, did it go through? It should. It did. Okay, it did. But I do think, as far as the upper range, you don't have a lot left. All right, it's to me up here. Now, if we can break 468 ish, then of course 478 is in play, right? But for me, just look at this channel, okay? This downtrend, right? It's fairly clear where resistance will come in, and yeah. So for me, if you have it, for sure trim here, and up here, 467, 468. So I have I sold at 463 pre-market, and then I have another order in at 468 to trim. Okay, so if you wonder where, that's the place. As far as share that I like, Humana, I still like Humana here. Okay, for me, if you are going to buy anything on the dip, Humana is a play, right? You could have buy it, a lot cheaper, but for now, I don't have anything in Humana right now. I had a put spread that should be fine, but I like Humana here over many other competitor like UNH. Same thing. UNH already had its earning. Also, if you have UNH, for sure, it's trim time. Okay, for sure, it's trim time between here and 512. You gotta go. Okay, it's very clear. It's very clear where the resistance is. Now, if it can break that, then say hello to all-time high again, right? If it can break it. But what would be the catalyst? If anything, there are still a lot of fear in, the higher cost, higher expense because people are returning to the hospital to get the surgery done, right? So for now, take your profit, enjoy your profit. All right, earning tomorrow, Abbott. Okay, so I have my exposure here. I did sell a couple of put spread, but way below. You're talking 103, okay, 103, 100, way below. Can we, if it's bad news for whatever reason, if there is bad news, then can I see this thing slice all the way down to the gap fill? Absolutely. Okay, Apptronic, no, I keep saying Apptronic, Abbott Lab can have crazy move. All right, it can move violently on earning. Look, last earning, violent move. Okay, violent. This earning, perhaps continue good news, right? So, but it's always good to play safe into earning. All right, it's always play safe doing that. EW, I didn't trim anything. If anything, I add on this dip right here. So for me, up here, right, I'm going to be stubbornly greedy on EW. I'm not trimming yet. Not to say that I won't trim until I see 97, 98, but it's all depend on how it get there, right? If it have a banging earning, can we see some kind of big gap up into the 99, 100 zone? Very possible, right? Very possible. Medtronic, which I have been adding on this crazy candle here, okay? This crazy candle here, on the recall of one of the devices, I sold puts. I'm glad I did, right? That was a gift. I was trying to buy share as well, but the bounce was so quick that by the time I finished selling my put spread and trying to buy in the 84.5-ish range right here on the 100 MA, it was too late. It bounced. Regardless, I'm pretty happy with my position there. All right, let's move on to Eli Lilly, drug pharma. I add on this ugly move here, I sold put spread. For now, it's a do nothing, right? It's a do nothing. Will I trim the next time it get anywhere near 460, 470? The answer is yes. It was a mistake to not, of course, set my stop, right? I talk about that. I didn't set my stop correctly. And then when I tried to set a stop the next day, it's too late. Then buy, I did. So watch the 20 MA closely. In fact, I'm going to set an alert so I know when it does cross it, which it should, but just in case, trim above, okay, so that when it cross over there, I will set my stop. In fact, let me change that. Well, I know if the alert go off there, then I will look closely, pay attention to set my stop if needed, right? It's all depend on how the move is. If the move is strong, then that's fine. Still, I will make sure I set a stop this time. J&J, I saw some put spread on this move down. Would I sell some more put spread? The answer is yes. Look like it's opening down. Right now it's down $1.50. Yeah. Where? To me, J&J 155, 150. Those are fairly decent risk reward put spread to play. Okay. You don't need to buy the share, but 155, 150 put spread. If the 152.5, 150 have juice, that's even a better play, right? Yeah, I like J&J down here. Pfizer still going sideways. That's okay. I like the risk reward here. Okay, I think keep going sideways, and then the 20 will come down and say hello, and then we can see a move up, and perhaps all the way to the 50, and then close the gap. Okay, I don't look to do any kind of exit yet. Would I trim into the 20? No. Would I trim into the 50? Maybe. That's a big maybe. Would I trim into the gap fill? That's more certainty. Okay, and for sure the 100, that's a must trim. JSK, I was adding in the zone Okay, I'm talking about the buy zone, right? That's easy to do. Um, where would I trim again? 36 and above. If I see 36 and above, I'm trimming. Okay, to me, buy zone down here, trim zone up there, right? 36, 38, you have to trim. It has been an area to trim, to sell over the past 7 months, right? So as much as I want to see it go higher, it need to break the 38 strong to go higher, because it's a gap fill. Okay, there's a lot of people that sold here. See this gap right here? This gap right here has had so many people trapped in the past many years. That's why it's tough. See this big ugly gap right here trapped a lot of people over a year span. So it absorbed some of the seller, but still there's still a lot of seller left. But I think third time could be a charm. Okay, third time, if we get there, it might be time for takeoff. Speaking of takeoff, JetBlue, ugly movement. I was very disappointed on this. Okay, very disappointed on this. I was hoping for the breakout. Well, hope is not a formula for success. But a similar move was in other airline stocks, so it's not just isolated to JetBlue, because Southwest, same ugly looking chart. Okay, but if you want exposure to airline outside of JetBlue, I like Southwest here. It came down and it bounced off the 20, right? So I like that. Would I sell put spread down here? Perhaps, if there is juice, right? But I like Southwest. I look at Delta before. Delta, to me, I would like it more if it came down and test the 20. It almost did, okay? But I want to see a more of a retest before I say Delta is a buy. I like Southwest much more here, all right? If you want exposure there. All right, let's move on to banks. Bank of America, I trim a small position. And what's next? No need to rush. No rush to sell anything. Yeah. Okay. Next area of trim, of course, would be the 200-day moving average. Okay. So anything. In fact, I set an alert here already, so I know if it crossed 31, then yeah, perhaps between 31.75 and 32.5 is another trim zone. And then if it can break that, okay, because that's, like I said, that's a scene of the crime as far as a head and shoulder breakdown. So it need to get there, and it need to clear it in order to see perhaps 36 and above, right? I think the big move is still there for Bank of America. KRE, nice move, okay, nice. Can it get to 52? Not yet, okay. Keep in mind, jobs number is tomorrow, and then the Fed will likely raise rate again. All right, so I think the opportunity to trade KRE is still there. Okay, you can still buy KRE if it get down anywhere near 44 to buy back what you sold, what you trim. There's still a 10% plus move in KRE. So yeah, I like it. I liked it for a while. So it's been a money maker for sure. Goldman Sachs, I don't have anything, but on any kind of pullback, yeah, you know me, I like to sell my put spread on Goldman Sachs at 315, 310. That area has worked really well since this move. Okay, I stay out of Goldman Sachs. The last time I owned share of Goldman Sachs was way back here, right? And I sold on this move up. and I bought a little more share, sold on this move up, but I've been mainly playing put spread the last 4 months. So for now, I have nothing. If you have some, make sure you get ready to trim 339, 340 into 350, okay? Up there, look, the last two times, it couldn't get past it. So make sure you set your alert 347-ish to look to get to exit, at least trim some, okay? JPM, strong, strong. I'm not chasing, I'm not buying, I don't need to. Morgan Stanley, what a move, right? What a move. I was looking at Morgan Stanley too and missed it, so it is what it is. When you miss it, you miss it. Wells Fargo, same thing. Okay, very strong. Congratulations if you buy on the ugly bank contagion. Enjoy the run. That's why I'm still very bullish on Bank of America, because it has not had the same kind of run, even though earning was solid. All right, it is solid. For whatever reason, it does not get enough love compared to many other banks, whether it's J.P. Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, you name it. Brighter days are still there for Bank of America. Starbucks, I sold some put spread on this down move, way below. Okay, I'm talking 97, 94 put spread. All right, so 98, 95 put spread. So I have some protection. Okay, the last few times that Starbucks get near 98, I bought. Okay, so it has been a winning trade to buy the dip. And I think, like I said, I think earning should be solid, right? I'm not worried about earning whatsoever. So to me, it is worth buying the dip, especially the share. If I see below 100, right, I would buy more Starbucks, 99-ish. Target, I sold some put spread way below. You're talking 127, 124. If the 125, 122 have any kind of decent juice, I would too, down here. Okay, it was an ugly move, but I don't expect them to have any kind of smashing numbers into earning. So I'm playing very small. Okay, I'm talking 1 or 2 spread per week. At least they are making money compared to losing money on this ugly move. At least the last 3 weeks have been small wins. They adds up in the long run. Okay, so I would stay out of Walmart. Walmart, no, no need to be in there. Same thing with Costco. No need to be in there. Okay, no need. But if you have Costco, congratulations. Regardless if the numbers, the earning is ugly, but hey, if portfolio manager need allocation exposure to retail, and they don't want to be in Target, well, guess what? They buy in Costco. No shoplifting there. Okay, let me repeat. There is no shoplifting there. Even if they have flat year over year, keep in mind, Costco growth is not there. There is no growth, but it's behaving as if there is growth because money have to be allocated to this sector, and it's safer to be in Costco than in Target. Speaking of shoplifting, the other company that got whacked on that was, of course, Ulta, right? Remember Ulta on earning, talking about shrinkage? It's silly, shrinkage. Just say shoplifting, okay? Shrinkage. Anyhow, big ugly move down, fill the gap, right? And struggle since. Be careful, okay? Be careful with Ulta. This thing can move very violently. It needs to hold here, okay? It got back into a channel or some kind of support. If it doesn't hold, and fall through the 20 and the 50, then say hello below again, right? I would not, if it stay around here, I would not be holding into earning, because if they have shrinkage problem last quarter, what make you think the shrinkage problem will change this quarter? Can it? Have they figured out how to stop people from stealing? If so, please advise target management on how do you do it. All right, let's take a look at energy. USO, what a move, okay? But it is it. This is it. Time to go, people. Time to go, all right? No point. No point to be in it right now, right? No, I don't see a need to be in USO now. If you want exposure to energy, Exxon, okay? High oil, yeah? You're talking, it's in the zone, okay? It's in that zone where, okay, if you want to draw the line, you can draw the zone, okay? You can draw the zone. Let me draw the zone for you so that you know what I'm talking about. There you go. The buy zone. It was resistant and then it's become support, okay? So to me, selling put spread either 98, 95, 97, 94 is not a hard thing to do, okay? With oil holding strong here, Exxon is gonna make a lot of money. It has been making a ton of money this past year with high oil. And yes, oil is high again for those that pay attention at the gas pump. Okay, it is expensive. It's not cheap anymore. And same thing with VLO. If you are paying high and higher at the gas pump the past few weeks, few months, then VLO, that's why VLO bottom. Okay, when gas was cheaper 3 months ago, but we all know gas is a little bit more expensive. I like VLO. I have VLO. I got some share assigned on this move down here, right? Because I didn't think it can crack below this 114 area, but it did. Okay, it did. So I have been selling cover calls and selling puts the past 3 months, and I think I broke even at this point. I like it. Okay, I like it here as far as VLO and Exxon. I mean, if you want Chevron, same thing. Okay, Chevron chart look a lot like Exxon. It's at an area where if you want to sell put, I would say do 145, 140. Okay, that would be a decent play. I like that. Okay, I like that because you get the gap fill at 145. So the gap fill for Chevron is 145.14. So you have that as your protection. So yeah, if you can sell 145, 140 put spread, that's the area for CVX, okay? I like that. Let's take a look at staple. I bought Coke, 59 and below, yeah? Looking good. Would I sell? If I see anything above 61, okay, I'm gonna put on alert right here at 61.22, okay, at the 50 MA. Trim time. Okay, so between that and yeah, but just trim. No need to sell everything. Okay, we can see 64, 65. Okay, so that's the zone to be all out, right? The last 3 times it got there between 64 and 65 has been a sell. So it's a buy when it's below 60. It's a sell when you see 64 and above. It's that simple. Pepsi, I sold some put spread. Would I buy the share outright? I would, but it need to get down to 180-ish for me to buy the share outright. Otherwise, I'd rather just do put spread. Okay, there's no need to be in the share right here. They already have earning. Earning was good, but the stock couldn't go higher. Okay, good earning, stock couldn't go higher, trouble. Speaking of stock couldn't go higher, trouble. Lockheed Martin. What a crazy day, right? What a crazy day. Once again, it was a good thing to trim on the pop, right? Look at this one. I trimmed twice, 470 something and 479. Okay, the high was 479. I caught that. Was I happy? And I looked, once it gave up, I put in another order to sell. I was looking to sell at 472 some more, but that was it. It never got there again. It peaked at 471-ish. And then what an ugly slide. I sold altogether 8 put spread yesterday on this ugly move. And no, earning was good. They raised guidance, for God's sake. Even with the trouble with the F-35, they raised guidance. So, you know, I can't say much about, why people do what they do. But if you sold yesterday, I don't know. I don't know why. Okay. Well, I know why, but yeah, easy decision to sell put spread down here. Where did I sell the put spread? I sold 445, 440, 442.5 as well. I saw a bunch. Like I said, I saw 8. And would I sell more if I see weakness? Yeah, but right now look like it's bouncing, and it should. It's crazy. All right, it's sometimes the stock does what the stock want to do, and depend on where people put their stops. A lot of panic selling yesterday. There, volume was pretty big. Okay, it was not a low volume day. Look, volume was huge, double the normal. Okay, so not sure who was buying and not sure who was selling. Let's take a look at some FANG stuff before I'm finished. All right, Google. No need to chase here. I saw put spread on this ugly move. All right, would I sell more if there is any kind of downturn back into the 50 MA? Then yeah, it's easy to sell put spread 115, 112 all day long. Okay, all day long and lower. On this ugly move, I sold even 113, 110 put spread. Yeah, let's keep throwing out there, grabbing 25 cents, 30 cents here and there. It adds up. Let's see. Oh, let's take a look at Meta. I trim, of course, right? I think the highest price I got on my trim was 311. And then of course it went down a little bit. No need to do anything. Okay, no need to add, no need to trim anymore. Just it's fine. It has not touched the 20 MA in 3 months. Crazy. Okay, crazy. So it can on earning. We'll see. Okay, I'm staying out. Not chasing it here. Microsoft, if you have it, congrats. Smart business decision. They're gonna make a lot of money. So yeah, nothing wrong with Microsoft. Okay, I wouldn't chase it, but nothing wrong there. Nvidia, I bought back a couple shares that I trimmed, right, on this ugly move, on this crazy move, where I was able to sell there and buy back $20 lower. That's crazy, right? So I did that. And would I sell if I see 480? The answer is yes. Okay, so I'm gonna put an alert here. Trim. Okay, so if we get to 480, I will put in an order too. I will throw in an order at 481 just in case it wick up there. But yeah, I would trim. Hey, I would sell 481, buy back at 465. Okay, this stock is very volatile. You don't need a whole lot. You can buy 2 or 3 shares and make $100 on a swing. That's how crazy it can be, right? So that's what I'm doing. Buy small, trade small, but decent profit. Let's see what Tesla. No touch here for me, not chasing. But if you have it, congratulations. Okay, not much I can say. Same thing with Apple. If you have it, congratulations. Haven't talked about Apple, but Apple has been riding the 20, right? So would I touch it here? I would say sell, trim. Missed that one. Many people had a chance to buy Apple here. If you didn't, I didn't. My miss, my bad. Can't win them all. Okay. Let's see what else. I already talked about Lockheed Martin. What else did I miss? Did I miss out anything? STZ. Of course, STZ. Okay. Activist investor come in, and of course, to me, it's good news that the activist is able to, because sometimes you have, if you follow activists over the past many years, sometimes activists can come in, buy a whole bunch of stocks, and then management refuse to let anyone onto the board to help them make decision. That has happened many times. You see this all the time when activists buy 5%, 3% of a company, and then they want to put 1 or 2 people on the board in order to influence management decisions, and management refuse. That has happened many times. What happened with STZ last night, as they announced the news, is they let 2 people came on the board. Does that mean that things are going to turn around? No, you're talking about a battleship here. This is an aircraft carrier that moves very slowly. You're talking about a company that failed to address inflation when everything is declining. Outside of labor, it's insane to hear management talk last earning on inflation costs on material. No, wheat, cardboard boxes, you name it, those are not inflationary area. Not for a long time for many companies. So for management to fail to address any kind of inflation pressure and talk about it last month or 2 weeks ago, insane. Okay, this management is dog shit, utter dog shit of a management team. They should do a lot better with the way Bud stumble. I have not seen one ads on any platform to take advantage of Bud stumble. Dog shit. But I'm not complaining. I bought my share down here. Okay, I bought 300 shares down here, so I'm trimming up here for sure. How high can it go? I don't know. Okay, to me, I'm no more confident in the stock above 262 last week compared to this week. I'm happy that I can exit higher than my initial plan, but what happened after 262, I don't know. What is the board is going to do? What are they going to do that's going to make this thing explode? Well, I better see some kind of advertising campaign to do something. So far, they have been doing nothing compared to Bud. Bud is, next earning on Bud is going to be ugly. Okay, Bud management is to blame, right? They was dismissive in the decline. Oh, North America is only 28% of sales. We don't care if we down 2%, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? If 28% of your business is down 20%, all of a sudden growth is gone. Okay, so would I buy Bud? Not here, not now, but I would consider buying Bud down here. Okay, low 50s, risk reward is there. risk reward is not here, not into earning, because the earning is gonna be ugly. Okay, did I cover everything? How about the casino? I like Las Vegas Sand. Okay, I did trim on this move. Okay, look, this has been tough. You can look at this as like a head and shoulder kind of move. Okay, look, this is shoulder, head, and shoulder. Okay, so it's important. Okay, it's important. Okay, and if you want to see like the area of major problem is of course this right here. You look, if for those that know head and shoulder pattern, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, so if Las Vegas Sand, for whatever reason, come down to this 54, 55 area, I'll be very careful. Okay, because a break of that, whenever you have a breakdown of a head and shoulder, usually it's a move in equal dollar amount to the top of the head to where the shoulder breakdown. Okay, so if you're talking from 54 to 65, so roughly $10, if the head and shoulder break, you can see a $10 move down. So from 55 down to 45. Okay, so it can come down like that. Okay, let me illustrate that with Bank of America. Okay, Bank of America. If you want to take a look at where this zone is, where the shoulder is, which is 32, 38, so it's like $6, right? It's a $6 range. So when you break that, it's $6 down, right? So from 38 to 32, 32, $6 down, 26. You see that? Okay, it's not crazy. TA is not crazy, right? There is decades of historical data to prove many things in TA, right? So it's not rocket science. It's once the head and shoulder break, it is basically a move down in dollar amount to where the head was in general. Okay, doesn't have to be exact dollar, but as you can see, $6, $6, right? So it's key. So watch out for head and shoulder pattern when you see it break. Could be a violent move down and it could be ugly. And that's it for this week. Let's see where ELV is gonna be. Keep trimming. That's all I gotta say. It's getting there. It's 467, 468. So yeah, my 468 order is in. I didn't see it trigger, but yeah, I will sell more. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.